Welcome to Mini Monet. This is an art program that is from the Newburgh Free Library for ages 2 to 6. My name is Sarah Scoggin, and I'm the early childhood librarian at Newburgh Free Library. So usually what we would do is we would have the children and their families come to the library and do a craft project that's mostly sensory or a process. So it's not about creating a certain product, it's allowing the children to explore art. And I really wish I could be there doing this with you. It's one of my favorite programs to do. But welcome to everyone, even those who are not from the Newburgh Free Library. I'm going to actually show you 3 different projects you could do with things you probably have around your house. So I'm going to start with painted shapes. So these were actually done, the colors, were done by my daughter who's 20 months old. So she has dot markers that you can make colored dots, but you could do it with finger paints, you could do it with just regular washable paint. So if you have any kind of coloring, you could have them create colors first and then cut out shapes. So I made a heart here, and here's a little, I thought it looked kind of like a betta fish, those streaks of color. So I cut out a fish and added an eye there. If your child is a little older, you could say, what shape should we cut it into? Or provide a few options, like should we make it a heart, a fish, a star? And you can make a whole bunch if you do a few different pages of coloring. So that's my first idea. My second is to make calling an art cube. So this is actually an empty tissue box that I've covered with white paper. And I had some leftover sparkly tape from Christmas. I had just a little bit of tape. You could use regular tape, you could use a glue stick, anything you want, just to cover the box with paper, white paper, brown paper, even newspaper if you didn't have anything handy. And of course, you can just have the children color on it. If you have some crayons, you could just have them decorate it. You could make shapes. You could say, what shape should we make? I think we should make a shape with 3 sides and draw a triangle. Or you could ask them if they're learning their colors. You could say, what color should we make our heart or whatever you're drawing? And they could say green, or hold up crayons and say, what color is this? Should we use this color? Or you could draw a little house. They could help you with that, or they could tell you what to draw. Or they could, if you make the outline of a door, they could try coloring it in. You could, here we have fruit I drew on the bottom. You could talk about fruit, what the fruit they like to eat, or let's draw the red fruit we can think of, or any other set of objects. You could draw blocks, you could draw vegetables, you could draw books, you could draw tools, whatever they're interested in, even cars, something that they would like to draw that's a set of objects. Another thing you could do is you could take your otherwise blank box and you could turn it into a movement. I might say like a die, like a, or something you could roll. So I just did 2 examples. This one says jump 3 times. So you could write on all the faces some kind of action. So it could be like pretend to be a bird, or this one says clap. You say clap really fast. And you can just be as creative as you want as to their actions. They can pretend to move like different animals. It could be for even different songs or nursery rhymes. So you could have them decorate it. And then you can even use like a black marker to write over their colorful scribbles. Or you could just make a die and then have them put some stickers on it. And then practice your exercise by rolling it and just doing whatever it says to do. Jumping, clapping, singing. So, and of course you could take off the paper and do it again, create something new. So you can have fun with it. An art cube. Last but not least, I have what I'm calling my high contrast art here. This is actually a set of labels that were left over from something that was mailed to me that had actual labels, but then I had a few little strips around the outside that were nothing. and they're not really very useful. They're just these little skinny strips. So I saved them, and I could make something with them. These are also labels that came free in the mail. I just had some stickers, again, left over from Christmas mailings. They're not stamps, they're just stickers, so they could play with those. Especially if you have black construction paper or some kind of dark paper. I think they can mix up, even little toddlers can make some pretty nice abstract art with the high contrast. So you might have labels sitting around your house. You could use masking tape if you didn't have any of these white stickers or mailing labels handy. So that could be their sticker art, um, high contrast art. So those are my 3 ideas to try for this session, and thank you so much for watching.